So last weekend, my roommate Dave decided to throw a party, but since we're both broke and our apartment came with exactly 2 chairs, he sent out an invite for a bring-your-own-chair night. I figured people would just show up with folding chairs or maybe snag a stool from their kitchens. Pretty standard stuff. But as people started rolling in, it became clear that everyone had wildly different interpretations of chair. One guy brought a beanbag, someone else showed up with a lawn chair, and my personal favorite was Jenny with her inflatable pool float shaped like a flamingo, which she insisted was ergonomically superior. But then, about an hour in, the doorbell rings and in walks Greg, who none of us had ever met before, with a literal throne. Like, not a fancy office chair, not a recliner, but a straight-up, gold-painted, velvet-cushioned throne with little lion heads on the armrests. He even had a buddy help him carry it up 3 flights of stairs. Greg plunks the thing down in the middle of the living room, sits, and, without missing a beat, announces, "You may now address me as Sir Sits-a-Lot." The room goes dead silent for a second, then everyone just loses it. Dave, who was already tipsy, bows dramatically and asks if Sir Sits-a-Lot will bless his futon. What followed was basically a medieval court session, but with cheap beer and Spotify in the background. People started lining up to present petitions to Sir Sits-a-Lot. Mark wanted permission to claim the last slice of pizza, Sarah asked for a royal decree on whether pineapple belonged on pizza, and Dave demanded a joust, which was just 2 people poking each other with pool noodles. Sir Sits-a-Lot issued proclamations, dispensed imaginary knighthoods, and even sentenced one guy to the dungeon, aka, the laundry room, for sitting on the sacred throne without permission. By 2 a.m., as the party was winding down, Sir Sits-a-Lot finally stood up, stretched, and declared, "I must now abdicate my throne, for my Uber is here, and it only has bucket seats." And that's how we learned the hard way that when you ask people to bring their own chair, you really need to specify, or your party might get completely overthrown.